Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Proftrof and we're back again with another account, Dankula video. This is Purple Aki. I have no idea what the fuck Purple Aki is, but we shall see.
We've all heard
it
the
out.
jokes, stories and myths of what happens in the prison showers. Tales of a extremely large black gentleman who has a little bit of a lust for that man booty. But imagine a man who is so well known for his aggressive and non-consensual pursuit of boy love in and out of prison that
God.
society
What the fuck am I getting myself into?
as a whole fears him, and even the very mention of his name makes even the hardest prisoners tremble. Such a man exists, and his name's Purple Aki.
Oh shit, the music.
Akinwale Arobieke, the pest from the northwest, but better known as Purple Aki, was born in Manchester on the 15th of July 1961. His mother was a nurse. He never knew his father. I'm shocked. And he was placed in care at a very early age, and that is pretty much everything that we know about his early life. The name Purple Aki started to appear all over Merseyside, mainly on school playgrounds, but everyone just regarded him as an urban legend that was used to terrify kids, and no one really had any idea whether or not he was even real.
Purple Aki.
Fuck the glasses, too much fucking
A name
shine.
that's whispered in the parks and playgrounds of Merseyside. A bogeyman that nobody was really sure even existed.
Bogeyman.
A threat made to kids.
Very nice
Watch out,
shoes, brother.
or Purple Aki will get you.
A lot of people thought that Purple Aki was just some urban legend that would scare kids from wandering the streets alone at night. All the tales told of some extremely large, extremely well-built black gentleman who would appear as if from nowhere, usually to young and very athletic boys.
Is this what y'all use in England to scare kids? A big black guy's gonna fuck you in the ass. That's fucked up, hell.
And he would ask
It's even more fucked up that it's actually true, but...
them if he could squeeze his
Yikes.
muscles, appearing from the darkness like Casper the unfriendly molester.
He was like a bloody ghost, because you're at the bus stop and there's no one there. And the next minute, he's there in the bus stop right next to you and you're like, where did he just come from? Because he...
I mean, should she even be afraid of him? Isn't he just going for that male booty?
didn't see him coming, it was like he just appeared.
All of
pretty
the stories
sexist,
would
by the way.
differ and change, but there was two parts of all the stories that would always remain consistent. Purple Aki really, really liked young boys, and he would always ask them if he could squeeze their muscles. This continued for a few years, with more and more
Squeeze their
people coming
muscles.
forward saying that they were approached by Purple Aki, who asked if he could squeeze their muscles, but Purple Aki adopted something new. He would lead the boys off somewhere private and get the boys to squat him. Purple Aki would lie across their back and get the boys to squat lift him, and the boys could tell that Purple Aki really, really liked this due to the hard lump they could feel pressing into their back. And
Listen, if you can squat with this big motherfucker, you could probably run away from this big motherfucker. What the fuck y'all doing? How?
so more and more people would come forward.
And I thought everyone in fucking England was carrying knives. Just stab him. Like, I'm not telling you to stab someone, but you know.
telling of their encounters with Purple Aki.
I was 15 at the time, and I was walking across the road, and this big black fella banged into me. And he said, I know you, don't I? And I said, I don't think so. And he said, I do. What gym do you train at? So I told him, and he said, well, I train there, that's where I know you from. He was like, well, let me just show you these murderers on trial in the law courts. I was like, I don't want to see any murderers on trial. Straight away, he turned on me and said, you're being racist, you don't want to come with me because I'm black.
Turns out calling someone racist has a lot more uses than just avoiding debate.
Anyway, we went in the law courts, and this is where it gets a bit weird.
He took him into the courthouse.
What do you mean this is where it gets a bit weird, brother? A fucking huge black dude comes up to you and says, I know you. You say you don't know him. That's not weird, okay? That's not weird for you? Okay. Then he goes like, you want me to show you some people, they kill people or some shit, some criminals. You go knowing he says, "Are you racist?" That's not weird, okay?
Bold. However, you did follow a very large black gentleman who had a keen interest in your body, so that was your
knew
first
you by
mistake.
name.
Went
and
into
you
a
did
little
not
tiny
know.
room. So he said, take your top off. But I want to see your muscles. So I was like, I don't want to take my top off. He's like, why? What's wrong with it? You do bodybuilding. I'm into bodybuilding. I just want to see your muscles, that's it. He was stood in front of the door. I had nowhere to go. In the end, took my top off.
Taking your top off, well, that was your second mistake.
And he's got me doing all these bodybuilding poses. He's looking at me. He's like, right, I want to see how strong you are. Get me in a fireman's lift and squat me.
So he's on your back?
He's on here like this. Fucking massive, 6'5" he is. He was sweating loads, and I remember thinking, why are you sweating? After I put him down, he wasn't in front of the door, so I just opened the door and legged it.
It's very, very lucky that this young man got away.
I mean, he was probably not lucky. The dude was probably had too big of a fucking hard-on to catch him. Because my boy was been squatting this huge-ass animal. He probably could not run that well, to be honest.
Or did he?
2-3 weeks after this has happened,
Oh, shit.
I was on my bike, riding home about 11 at night.
Didn't get
Next
ridden
thing he
by
jumps
something
out,
else.
grabs
Hey.
me.
Surprise, motherfucker.
He's like, I've brought me tape measure to measure your muscles. Tried to put it around my leg, and that's when I pushed him and ran, banging on the door. Mom, Dad, there's that big black fella's here. Me dad and
Hey,
his mate.
y'all don't have fucking police over there? What is happening? Fucking Manchester is a different place, I guess. What the fuck?
Run out looking for him. He's gone.
Despite all of these people coming forward with their stories, there was still so many people who just did not believe that Purple Aki even existed. That was up until a certain incident with a 16-year-old boy named Gary Kelly.
So who is Gary to you?
Gary Kelly was my boyfriend. Gary was a big lad, he was 6 foot, and he was absolutely adored football and was constantly playing football. So he was quite well built and had big legs, and I think that's what Purple Aki liked, was his legs.
Turns out Purple Aki's a leg man.
He'd be standing in the entry at the side of his house, so you wouldn't know that he was there, and as Gary would leave my house and walk over, he'd just step out the entry, and then Gary would go down the entry with him, and that's where he used to make Gary do the squats and stuff. Gary said that he would get excited by that.
Yeah, boy.
So Gary Kelly, being only 16 at the time, was obviously terrified of this gigantic scary guy that kept stalking him and kept making him squat him. So Gary went to the police. The police actually arrested Purple Aki and placed a
Yes.
harassment order on him, banning him
Jesus.
from coming into the area of the
Finally.
city that Gary lived in. But one day, while Gary was coming out of the swimming pool, Purple Aki was waiting for him.
When he came out of the swimming bath, Purple Aki was at the entrance. Gary spotted him. He spotted Gary. Gary panicked, because obviously he's been and snitched on him and he's got the police involved, and so Gary must have panicked and ran to get the hell out of there and get home.
I mean, picture having a nice day. You've just gone for a lovely swim, and as you're leaving the swimming pool, you're greeted with a 6.5 foot, 300 pounds pile of sheer sexual assault that might be a little bit angry with you because you got it arrested. You would run, wouldn't you?
I would
Purple Aki
fucking
followed
run.
him to the train station, and then he's just gone into panic mode and thought, I've got to get away, and his only escape would have been to cross the lines and escape over the fences.
Oh, come on, brother.
I'm pretty sure you can all guess what happened next. The result of this was Purple Aki was arrested and charged with manslaughter. He was all over the papers, including the story of him being obsessed with Gary's muscles, wanting to squeeze his muscles and getting Gary to squat him.
Okay, I blame the fucking police, I'm gonna be honest with you. Police, yo, I don't know what the fuck the police is doing over there in Manchester. Okay, so there's a 16-year-old kid comes over and says this fucking huge ass dude is making me do some sexual shit. You're like, okay, buddy. We'll give him this document that says he cannot go near you. That should work, easy. And y'all had fucking other people come there and say that they seen the same shit. Maybe you didn't fucking do enough of a research to maybe this is the dude that's been fucking sexually assaulting all these kids. But goddamn, even one is enough, no? What the fuck, Manchester?
Confirming to everyone that yes, Purple Aki is in fact a real person. Now that it was confirmed he was real, and everyone now knew who he was, You would think that Purple Aki would stop his inappropriate touching of the muscles of young boys and getting them to squat him. You would think that he would stop. But Purple Aki didn't just double down, or triple down, or quadruple. I don't even know what the fuck you would call this. The man just went on a mass molesting extravaganza. 2001. He was charged for 50 counts of indecent assault and one.
Okay. What is the prison sentence for manslaughter? Did this dude get a week in jail? What the fuck?
He was charged for 50 counts of indecent assault and sentenced to 2.5 years. 2003. Of indecent
assault, 15 times, 2.5 years. Something is not correlating.
Assault and sentenced to 2.5 years. 2003. Charged with 76 counts of indecent
70?
assault and sentenced to 6 years. He was barely out of prison from the previous shit. Upon his release from this sentence in 2006, he was given a sexual offences prevention order. A very unique and unusual one. The only one ever like it passed in all of British history. He was banned from touching muscles, measuring muscles, asking people to do squats, and loitering near gyms. Now, such an unusual order, the only one ever like it passed. Surely something so unusual would prevent Purple Aki from touching wee boys. 2008, jailed again for 18 months. 2010.
Why are his sentences so small? And how is... Okay, I'm not gonna say that.
Same again, jailed for 2.5 years. 2013, same again, but cleared of all charges. He's growing stronger. 2015, found guilty again, but I couldn't actually find any record of how long the sentence was. If any of the years and sentences don't add up, it's because it's very common in Britain for prisoners to get released early for good behaviour. But did he behave himself in prison? Just ask yourself, what do you think happened? If you've got a bunch of prisoners in an enclosed space, and they're all very, very muscly, as prisoners tend to be, and then you throw into the mix an even bigger and scarier gentleman who gets very aggressively sexually excited over the idea of muscles, and none of them can leave, they're all locked in with him. What do you think happened? It was like Battle Royale, but with rape. Battle Royale with rape. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. It's very easy to dig up stuff on Purple Aki from the courts and in the public because it's all over the papers, the information's everywhere. But British prisons are very, very well known for keeping the horrific things that happen in them deep under wraps, and they don't let that information get...
That's not the only thing that was going deep in there.
out. So it's really hard to find out exactly what happened in prison. The only thing we can rely on is the stories told by other prisoners. People say that whenever Purple Aki walked into the showers or the prison gym, everyone would leave. Everyone refused to share a cell with him, and prisoners who were on the same wing as him always made sure that they never went anywhere on their own. There is a story that is quite a common one. Apparently one day, there was a new guy on the prison wing, and he didn't know who Purple Aki was. And the two of them got talking about muscles, of course, and Purple Aki decided to make a bet with the new guy. Purple Aki bet the new guy a packet of cigarettes that the new guy would not be able to fit through the hole in the back of one of the chairs that were in the room. The new guy thought he could do it and decided to take Purple Aki up on his offer. So the new guy started trying to squeeze through the hole in the back of the chair. He wriggled and wriggled, but unfortunately he found himself stuck in a rather unfortunate position. I'm sure I don't need to explain what happened next. To his credit, Purple Aki did leave the...
To be honest, you deserve that shit. How dumb are you, brother? How dumb are you to...
The packet of cigarettes sitting next to the guy once he was finished. So where is Purple Aki now? He is still just roaming the streets of Merseyside. You see videos and pictures appearing online all the time of people seeing him out in public, going to the shops, or just bumping into him in the street.
Aki, turn round. Come and feel me muscles. Look at me muscles. Look at how big me muscles
Yeah,
are.
y'all are fucked up.
Bad one,
Yeah,
you.
this dude's laughing now, but when he feels that pain in his ass, he ain't gonna be laughing no more, bro. He ain't gonna be laughing no more. I'm surprised this dude's still alive. I imagine one of the kids must have had a parent, and just takes one crazy ass parent to, you know, stab him, blow his brains out, some shit. I'm pretty surprised he's alive.
Son. See you later.
And much to Purple Aki's glee, the Sexual Offences Prevention Order banning him from touching and measuring muscles was actually lifted. And so Purple Aki has says that he has turned over a new leaf, and the judge said to Purple Aki
What
that...
other leaf? What other leaf? You fucked people. Underaged kids. You fucked them. You made them squat your big ass. What the...
He is placing a great deal of trust in him not to continue this behaviour and rewarding him with a clean slate.
I'm never going to
so
fucking
Purple
invent
Aki is a
fuck
new
this
man,
shit.
he's reinvented himself, he's turned over a new leaf and he's starting off with a clean slate. However, I did find this tweet from just a few months ago of a young man who was approached by Purple Aki.
What's your best muscle? How big are your arms? How big are your arms?
Old habits die hard. But remember, gents, if you're out walking the streets at night, always look over your shoulder, because Purple Aki might get you.
Yeah, I ain't going to fucking invent fuck this shit. Let's hear the music. I love this fucking song. Yo, that shit is awesome. Why doesn't he have a shirt doing the pug? No shirt of that? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have a nice fucking day.